Hi all, welcome, welcome to another Chess24 Banter Blitz. Okay, so it's approaching 11:30 AM and I'm just waiting for my preview screen to mute that. I'm hoping it's going to mute soon. Yep, got it. Okay, so just to let you know, the voucher code 15% off Kingscrusher, so that's Kings plural Crusher. If you want to use that whopping 15% off, get to play the likes of Magnus Carlsen, the current world chess champion, other great champions, Peter Vidler, sometimes tons of strong grandmasters, and all the perks of premium membership. Well worth checking out. Okay, let's go to the challenges. So if you want to challenge them, you just turn up like 20-30 minutes beforehand and send your challenge off. It goes into our challenge queue. I'm going to show you my challenge queue now. So I'm going to just take from the start, really. And Ivan is the first. Oh, bit loud. Is the first challenge today. Okay. Hi, Ivan. Okay, let's play. I'll try to play the Sicilian defense for a bit of variety today. Okay, so knight f6. I've got a slightly different chair to usual. I don't know if there's a hint, that thing behind me. I had to change it. The other one, I'm more an isolated pawn mode at the moment because of the current situation. So I found out my chair, my normal chair, is causing agony. So I managed to find this chair. It's more suited for computer use. And okay, this looks like a rather dangerous situation, doesn't it? B5 and bishop b7, I hope, is going to be handy for me. Is he going to sack a knight, though? He could sack a knight. You can choose either 5 or 3 minute. I don't mind if you want 3 minute or even bullet if you want. Oh, he's got knight d5, hasn't he? Coming. Alright, I thought knight d5 was a pretty dangerous shot with my king in the centre. Maybe, I should really castle queenside before it's too late. And then king b8. And then maybe rook c8. Or actually, okay. Maybe I should take that. Oh, tricky scenario. Take or knight a4. That's c-file, wrath of the c-file. It's a bit of a concern, really. I'm wondering if I can play queen b6 and sometimes bishop a6. So queen b6, bishop a6, and then maybe bishop d3 later. But, yeah, this could be tricky for me. Very. Bishop a6 coming up. Or maybe a4. Would he take that? I'm going to dislodge his knight and share the d file. Very interesting structural changes afoot here. b3 or bc or a. Okay, maybe not. Maybe a3. I'm just wondering if ab. Mind you, he's also got knight before ab. Okay, there's a few of concern. Okay, if I play h5 for a moment. And if I take that, actually, I'm wondering if I can do something with the bishop. If the bishop can come over here without exchanging the rooks, though. Okay. Maybe queen c7. Maybe, yeah, like bishop f8 to g7 at some point. Okay, I don't want the file opened against my king, particularly. Can I pin that? Knight c6 is not a problem. If I can take this queen off. I've got two passed pawns here to work with in endgames. Alright, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay, I'll put pressure on, if I can put pressure on d4. Oh, this threatens c2. c2. But what if he plays a5? If he plays a5, queen c7 runs into knight b5. Oh, okay. c2 here looks... Knight takes c2, runs into knight takes c2. Bishop takes b4 might be interesting here. I would hope. It's a self-pin, for sure. However, I have an idea, a cunning idea of unpinning, or something else. Okay, what's that about? I'm not sure about this. I'm going to take here. Okay, I get it. Rook b1. Okay, good idea. However, there's rook d1 in response, and if rook takes, then there's queen b2. So rook d1 here is a pin of the pin, and it's recursive. Stack overflow, pin of the pin of the pin of the pin. No, it's just pin of the pin. Absolute pin versus absolute pin. Kramer versus Kramer. Okay, so queen b2 here. It's naughty, isn't it, these tactics? Thanks, Ivan. Naughty tactics. Okay, let's try that again. try and get my scroll thing. Bogdan, hi there. I played Bogdan Lalic recently. Croatian Gram. I managed to get a draw from him, but I lost the other game. It was a 5-minute game. He's not bad. His son is pretty good as well, Peter Lalic. Okay. Queen e8, e5, e4. So I guess Bogdan's a common name. So e4 is losing material. I wonder if, well, can I get some play? with the d file here. It's only a 3-minute game. I'm wondering if this is a gambit of some sort to try and drum up some counterplay on the light squares. In fact, it might not even be a pawn loss yet. I'm aware that okay, maybe it should be e4 time. Yeah, c7 is vulnerable. Okay. Now, if I took that, I think taking with I'm going to take with the pawn, you know, to play c5 and bishop b5 and bishop d3. And yeah, it looks ugly, I know. Not all ugly things, myself included. There's some good sides to ugly things. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to double the rooks. Okay. Was it Nimzovich once said, I think the beauty of a move is not in its appearance, but it's in its kind of functionality, or something to that effect. In what it does. So here we go. Rook d1. Is rook d3 a move or not? Okay. Yep. I'm going to lose c7. I'm going to have to volunteer c7 here. c7 has been volunteered. There's no queen d7 because the bishop takes and he's defending d1. So I'm volunteering c7 just to confuse my opponent, I suppose, or try and actually keep control of the d file. I think as well, trying to keep control of that d file with this d3 outpost square. Can I go for a raging attack now on the king side with this amazing position of controlling the d file? h5, g5, g4, or g5, g4, or h. Which one? I probably I'm going to go like this, caveman style. The knight's a bit stumbling around. So h5, h4, g4 is the crude plan I've thought of. I know, it's amazing. So h4 and then something. h4 and then something, and then g4 and then something. Well, it opens up the bishop, doesn't it? I get this form pawn. Would he take that? Looks a bit dodgy to do anything either. Right, it looks as though this is a very interesting position. Knight e5 looks dangerous, or knight takes e3. There's a variety of interesting points here. I'm going to play this because I just don't believe he can defend this position with 15 seconds. I think it's impossible. Because I'm going to play d2. The knight's not that active. I might be picking up another pawn. The rook is tied down to the first rank because of queen e1. I pick up another pawn, and there's also bishop takes c3. Okay, thanks, Bogdan. Yeah. Okay. A 3-minute game. Nice, cute cat. Cat fan. Okay. Cobito. Okay. Actually, I had a funny conversation about cats just yesterday because myself and my brother, who are in lockdown right now here, we're isolated pawns, two peas in the pod here. But yeah, we had a funny conversation yesterday. I said to him, you know that word caveat, wouldn't it be better to be called something else, like in respect of cats, like catiat? And he replied, what about cat scratch? because you know, there could be a detail which scratches you like a cat. You see, there's these missed opportunities in the English language for having cats sprinkled around. We just noticed that yesterday. In isolation, yeah, we have these strange conversations sometimes. No, we're both a fan of cats and dogs, cats as well, yeah. So bishop d7, rook b8. Caveat's a nice word as well, I suppose. Okay, so rook b8, knight g4. But cat scratch, I thought it was cute, the idea, cat scratch. There's, you know, you got this. Anyway, so knight g4, knight takes h4. Okay, knight takes h4. Knight f4. This is really a stream of consciousness. It's not rehearsed. This isn't the script that's rehearsed. Yeah, okay. You might be able to tell. So knight f4. I'm going to play knight f4. Rook b8, queen f6. So rook b8, queen f6. Or in fact, am I not threatening something naughty with knight f2? No, not yet. No. Okay, I think rook b8 seems, you know, logical. Yeah. Rook b8 seems logical. It's my semi-open file. Surely that's cool to use here. My semi-open file. G6. Maybe queen. The queen swings across. I'm going to take that off. And then, oh, my knight's trapped. That was very dumb, wasn't it? Trapping the knight. Oh, Muppets. Why did I do that? My knight's got nowhere to go. Oh no, this is going to go down. I'm going to have to try and get a pawn. This is horrible. Thankful it's a sort of 3-minute game. There's a couple of pawns there anyway. There's an e5 square. What more can I want? So there's knight f3. There's even a frat. What more can I possibly want? There's knight f3 potentially, like f5. That's a good tactic, I think, for knight f3. As long as you believe the resources on the chessboard are like a high-res like TV, you can swindle. I think the swindling capability. I want to write a book on it sometime. Swindling. I mean, it's all about appreciating resources, subtle resources. So okay, I think I'm just going to take here and knight g4, and then 2 connected pass pawns. Or f2, and then yeah. So can I win another pawn or create another pass pawn? Would I have time for this? h4, king e2, h3, knight f2, rook f2. No, I don't have time for that. But I could use it to bring the king up. Okay, that's interesting. I could use it to bring the king up. He hasn't got any major pass pawn potential otherwise, I think. So I'm going to just... Oh, he has actually given me a pawn there. Okay. That pin looks funny. I think this rook and this king and pawn ending. Okay, thanks. Yeah, that was the 3-minute is. Oh, wow, 2700 here. Okay, I better play something. I don't know, solid. I don't know, maybe. I'm going to gamble on solid here. London system. Okay. Okay, so bishop e2, knight e5. So bishop e2, queen e2, knight e5, bishop e5. So let's see, bishop e2, queen e2, knight e5, bishop e5. All right, if I castle, then there's knight d2 coming up. Have I got anything exciting in the pipeline? Okay, Queen b5 is interesting here. Surely, if Knight d7, Bishop d6, if Queen d7, no, that isn't that exciting, isn't it? I could keep it simple though. I wonder if it's worth just, yeah, let's go for the structure versus the bishop. This might be a bad decision. Who knows? Can I play for c4? Or is it? I should stop bishop f4. Maybe. You know what? It's got too much dynamic potential at the moment. He can always play bishop a3. I've got to be careful here. Right. For a draw, basically, if he wants it. That was a quick draw. Okay, thanks. Well played. I'm pretty sure it looks a little bit balanced. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so Teja. Okay, hi Teja. So let's see. So is Teja around? So knight f6. So this d6 is a very quick way of getting the London system torture activated again. So e5, e4 though, this is a London system trap to trap London system players trying to win a piece. It's essential knowledge, I think, for the London system player to know about this Queen e8. So I encountered this many years back in tournament chess. Queen e8, the idea of e5, e4. It's well worth knowing this little trick, I think. London system trick. Okay, so so yes. And I saw the exciting news. Magnus Carlsen is organising a mega prize-funded tournament on Lichess. Not Lichess. Okay, on Chess 24. Oh, Muppets. Oh God. Okay. On Chess 24, yeah. So Rook D8, or C5, C6, or B5. Queen E7. Rook C8 and C5. Oh, idiot. So Bishop G7, Bishop C3, Knight C3 coming up. Okay, so Knight C3, Knight takes D1. Okay, Rook takes D1, G takes F5. Okay, can I take that knight? Yeah, my hair's been getting longer and longer, and my brain's been disintegrating, hence some of my comments. Yeah, thanks. So, yeah, I've been doing no exercise, basically. My exercise at the moment is walking up and down the stairs. That's my main exercise, as well as typing recently, and vocal exercise, doing streaming. Yeah, so I'm turning into a vegetable. Okay, so And me and my brother have had a record number. We just get the same delivery basically every day. It's a bit boring. Okay, so E4 97 knight E5 knight. Okay, E4 knight E5. Okay, knight E5. Okay, there's knight E6 to consider. Burritos actually. So it's disgusting at night actually. The cold burrito, the only one which is palatable without having to heat it, is vegetable. I tried pork, chicken, it's vile. So yeah, been surviving on burritos. Here's another stupid piece sacrifice. Knight D3, I have to do something. Knight D3. Alright, it worked out there on this occasion. So bishop G7, rook A E8, queen E6. Okay, so queen E6, HG and F4. Oh God, F4. F4 is that a move? F4. I hope it is. And then queen F5. No, actually, I've started doing voice calls with the speaker on my telephone just to try and compensate for lack of social connections. So yeah, I don't know. Been getting into WhatsApp more for phone calls. That's cheaper than normal phone calls. And there's something called Zoom, which apparently is suffering security issues. So I'm not sure about using Zoom, but apparently it's really good in general for conferencing. But I think WhatsApp's going to be used quite a lot at the moment because if you want to like chat a great deal without incurring too much charge, I think WhatsApp's quite good. So yeah, I've been using WhatsApp quite a bit, and just normal phone calls sometimes, loudspeaker. But yeah, WhatsApp's pretty cool. Check. I used to hate WhatsApp. I used to thought like it's really annoying. WhatsApp. Can I take the queen or the knight? Well, I think this one threatens mate anyway. I threaten mate with queen G2. Okay, so queen takes. Alright, I've let him off. He's got queen G5. I've let his queen off the hook. But it's still reasonable, like materially good. Well, it's mating anyway. This is mating, isn't it? There's only one move. I can pre-move that. I don't want to pre-move it. It's mating. Okay. So Tashma 47. Right. So I don't know about you guys. Have you been using Skype and WhatsApp a lot more than usual? I think got to compensate. I think online chess has been hugely boosted as an upside. Online, I think online chess. Well, hence the Magnus Carlsen excellent Chess 24, fantastic tournament coming up. So I think Magnus is doing a fantastic job for chess, online chess. It is going to be booming, I think. So do I do a countdown here? 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to abort. Rapid abort. Or should I? I think I should. Let's make it 5 seconds from now on. Okay, I'm going to abort. Let's go to the next game. So, here we go. Okay, Rakesh. Hi there. Hi there. Okay, here we go. Okay, Rakesh. Okay, so G6, bishop G7. D6, h6, g5, h6, knight g7. If I just play castles in f5, and then maybe f4 later, pretty soon, f4, gain space, or d5, e4, gain space. Okay, so I think f4, d5, and then e4, just the space gaining strategy at the moment. If knight c5, b6, knight b3, e4 is still gaining space. I kind of like this gaining space strategy where possible, but f4 is weak. I could compensate for that with knight g6, maybe knight g6 immediately. So maybe a5 to provoke a4 weakens b3. If a5, a4, the knight's trapped. So I think a5 coming up here. Okay, he's got e4, but then, I mean d4, but then e4, and then a4, and then knight c1. Okay, I think I'll go for this anyway. It's anyway, that's sheltering knight. So a4 to drive the knight back to c1, then maybe knight h4. I think, yeah, knight h4 coming up. Well, both of these. f4's not weak at the moment. So knight c1, knight h4. If g3, knight g2. If the king moves f3, I think I'm still gaining space. There's also queen f6, bishop f5, maybe bishop f5 here. There's bishop f4. What about queen g5? Queen f6, queen f6, bishop f5 for e3. There's knight d4 here. Okay, that weakens d4. Okay, so here, what about e3? E3 looks good. Because if takes, I'm on f1. I think I'm going to do this. This is an attack on f1. So pawn takes. If queen takes, there's knight c2. If bishop takes, there's queen takes f1. So let's see. I think that's dangerous. Okay, so f3, or anything else. I think f3 looks good. If knight d4, queen d4, that looks okay. If g takes, knight takes, it's check. That looks okay. Yeah, this looks pretty dangerous. Bishop f5, queen g5 maybe. Is threatened. F takes. It's threatened. This is very good. Okay. I think that's gone wrong here. So queen takes. Okay, so there's bishop takes or bishop takes. Either bishop takes b2. I'll go with this. And maybe bishop f5 or rook f2. Okay. Okay. Although my king isn't amazing. I think bishop g4 here, though. There's time for that. Rook g1, rook e2. There's time for this. Rook e1. Any rook to e1, rook e8. If rook g1, rook takes e2. Rook takes e2 and bishop takes g1. I'm just taking on e2 here. I think I should take on e2. Okay. It's not that clear as I'd hoped for. Because he's winning d4. That's fine though. I think that's fine. Unless he also gets in rook g1, maybe sort of almost equalising. So I'm going to move this away from the pin, that rook g1 pin. Okay. I don't want to lose the bishop. Right, so bishop f5. Okay, so can I bring my king up? So rook g1, king f6. Rook takes. Okay, so h5, h4, h3. Coming up. Take over here. Okay, h5, h4, h3. Okay. That is a little bit of danger, but I think I'll go for it with this pawn. The bishop can sacrifice itself for this pawn, I would hope. Okay, so I queen, then queen h3, and then rook b2, or this one. Thanks for the game, Rakesh. Okay. Friedel. Will I be fried by Friedel today? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. It could be boring, or trick him into this. Actually, we haven't played a main line. I'm going to be boring. C3. This Alapin torture by Alapin. It's not really a critical line, is it? In fact, I'll just go quiet with G3, Bishop G2. Coiled spring. There's pressure behind in the coil energy. Coiled energy, pent up energy. So A4, knight C4. Now that D5 hole, the classic bishop takes knight E3 to D5 maneuver. So bishop G5 takes knight E3 to D5, which I like. If I can get it in. So I could wait for I can take A file because it could be handy. So knight D5 I think is okay as well. If H6, knight F6, bishop F6, bishop H6. Here I thought this is okay, this position, to have a kind of space, although it's not that convincing, is it? It's not really that convincing. Maybe I shouldn't have played it like this. It's possible. So bishop E3. He's got that nice bishop E3. Or just take off there. Maybe I should continue with light square play somehow. So knight D2 to E4. So I want to play queen. There's no queen B3, but I want to play knight E4 and queen D3. But he has F5 coming up. So this is largely pointless, this whole play by me. F5, he's going to be better, I think. I mean, he's outplaying me now. So F5, knight C3, although this A file might be something later. But F5, he's got the prospects. Yeah, it's not nice. If I play quickly, probably, is a good idea. Knight C3. F4. Yeah. H3. For king H2. Okay. Do I keep the queens on? Should I? Let's take them off. Alright. I think there's an idea of, I've just noticed an idea rather, of knight B5. Try and blockade this file, if I can. So my cake and eating it is having the A file without the B file blowing up on me. So here for rook A8, if I get rid of one pair of rooks, that might ease the task of whatever task that is. Rook a8. Okay, it's not eased yet. Okay. Keep the A file going, the A file prospect. Pawn on light square, but he controls. Well, there's knight d6 if he plays bishop f6. So maybe things are looking up a tiny bit. Is there a sort of dark downside here to be aware of? Rook a7, rook a8. There's an infiltration of some sort. His king's not using d4 just yet. I think. Oh, then there's check. No, okay, not yet. I think f4. Try and break up these pawns. They're a bit too menacing. If possible, or f3, or bring my king in slightly. Okay, I have to. It's getting very tricky. He's getting a pass pawn. Yeah, unfortunately he's getting a pass pawn now on e3. I think he'll go for that pass pawn. I do rule out the light squares from his king though. Is that handy? Okay, he's going to have knight d4. And what would I do to knight d4? I think my king needs to be ready, at least there. Right. Can I target this? Before b3 is about to drop off anyway. So can I target d6? Oh, right. He's taking there. This is getting very uncomfortable. But bishop f5, rook e6. Is there some counterplay on the light squares with his king there? So bishop f5 for rook e6. He plays d4 though. Oh, he's got disconnected. Where have I? Have I? Am I still here? Oh. It's a shame. It's a good position of black. I think d4 would have been good. This is a good position. And we can see what the engine, I think the engine would say. Black's winning, yeah. More than good. More than good. Okay. Der Henker. I'll go with this kind of thing. Maybe a5. Try for e5 and using c5 square sometimes. b6 and bishop b7 maybe. Can I play c5? Maybe for d4 at some point. What about d4 here? Maybe rook ac8 and d4. What about e5? Okay, it's interesting. D4 sometimes might be interesting. So rook c8. Okay, or bishop takes. or d4. I think rook c8, and then d4. d4 or knight e4. I'm getting a bit tied up, aren't I? Rook c7, just to hold the bishop. Is it possible d4 is going to be handy anytime? What about here, knight takes e5? Has he blundered that? If I play this? If knight takes, e takes, I protect the knight. I'll be protecting knight takes and d4 here at this rate. That could be very handy. Knight takes and d4. Right, so knight e4 is like plausible, I think. Just to keep the rook away from me. g7. Okay, so b6 is under fire, though. If I let b6 go, well, there's a tempo gain on it if needed. I can't play f5 with tempo anyway. Alright, so here, maybe queen d6 looks plausible to put the brakes on taking, because it takes, also protects. Two things, queen d6, g6 here. I know that asking for dark square weaknesses. What do I need to do here? I wonder. Rook, if I play rook d8, I never want to play d3. This dark square stuff is alright. I think I'm not sure he's threatening anything because queen g6 is no, he might be. I think I will. Oh, okay, I will support that. Oh, hang on. I've just noticed something. Knight g5 threatens knight h3 mate. Will he spot that? It's strong in its own right. It's not just the trap, I think. That's mating. There's also the fork. I think it's a good move, knight g5. On first glance. Oh, I think, anyway, queen d5 as well is dangerous. But knight h3 is key threat here. Yeah, this looks as though the g4 is, yeah, a bit double-edged, but thanks to Henker. He beat me, I think, last couple of weeks, so it's my revenge. Frankie Fingers. Frankie Fingers, so 25-5-2, and this is a 3-minute game. Okay. let's try King's Engine, because I know a tiny bit about the King's Engine, even if it's not the most amazing opening necessarily in terms of solidity. So this gambit, right? I think this changes the nature of the game, this unsound gambit. So bishop e6 and rook c8, it gives me a bit of piece play, and I feel for this speed of chess, this is quite important to have piece play. King h7, f5. Mind you, bishop b6. He's winning the exchange already. Yeah, I think he was. Okay. He's still winning the exchange. Crikey. Why don't I try and do something about that at some point? Or just take off that knight, that pesky knight. Okay. So g5. Or queen h4 to be annoying. He's got rook c7. Doesn't really do anything. Yeah. G5, there's always... Alright, can I go here? Is there any trickery to do with d4? No trickery at all? It's got knight f5 at any point. Okay, I need some sort of something. And as soon as I play g5, he's got knight f5. That move. Right. That move. I'll go here then. Yes, he's getting a pass pawn now. I've made things worse at the moment. However, there might be knight f4. There's rook c6. I've made things a little bit worse. And now he wins f7. Alright, I'll protect that then. He's going to trap my queen. Okay. Knight f4 is needed then. g3, queen g3. I'm going to lose material here. Yeah, I'm losing material. Try and get some counterplay somewhere. Not sure where. It's very tricky to get any counterplay here, isn't it? And there's queen h5. Okay, on f3. g5, g4. Try and weaken e4. Tokenly, a bit tokenly actually. Because he's got that bishop on g2, it's pretty solid. Okay, that loses my queen immediately. Over here, something. And there's at least queen g6 now. For queen b1, because his rook's not on c6. So queen b1. There's always bishop e1. Alright, there's that. Okay. There's queen b6. Go over here. There's queen e3 to try and cause trouble. Oh. Queen d4 to try and cause trouble. With something. It protects the bishop anyway, that's useful. Queen a1 is trying to cause trouble. Queen... If I take that, d5 would drop, wouldn't it? Oh, my queen's hanging. Yeah, just realised. Yes, that's it. Well played. Whoa. Okay. Turks. Why did I think d5 was hanging? That's interesting, because his bishop moved away from d5. His rook was protecting d5 as well. So, yeah. h3, that was interesting. Okay. 1 elephant. I'll go up to 5 elephants today. 2 elephants. 3. I'm trying not to touch my face. 3 elephants. 4 elephants. 5 elephants. Okay, let's go to the next game. And Don Williams. Hi, Don. So I've been having a lot of trouble with Don recently. Can I do something with the Caracan? So if I play, I suppose the main line is it bishop f5. Knight d7 coming up. e6 and knight f6. I'm going to take it out. Knight f6. Queen b6 and castle's queenside. So if I castle queenside and hope for the best here. Right, so knight. I don't know. Okay, what plan here? c5 looks as though it might be something. Knight d5 looks. Oh, Oh, that's interesting. I'm curious about this. Wouldn't b5 be nice after the queen's come off? After he moves the bishop, b5. Okay, can I play bishop d6? Or am I running into c4? c4, knight f4. Right, I'll double the pawns and then maybe not knight b4 c5, but what about just knight f6? Okay, there's a target here, and this endgame, I'm not sure about this because there's a blockade square there for my king later, and this is weak later in some endgames, I would imagine. Maybe it's useful sometimes to be aware of that for endgames, transitions later. Okay, so okay, c5 looks an idea. If I got rid of this bishop, then my king could go to b4 later, probably. For example, can I play to double these pawns? I wonder, because knight e4 is yeah. Somehow I don't think the player in this variation wants endgames, do they? I don't think generally they want endgames. I don't think it's that nice, this endgame. Although, my f7 is weak. Okay, it's not weak now because, well, it's not that exploitable. Knight e5 has been extinguished. So I'm threatening knight g3. But there's also knight f2, knight g4 coming up. If like here, is that enough to be getting on with? I would hope it's enough to be getting on with. Knight takes g4. There's knight e3. I think f5 is plausible. Knight e3. And rook d2 actually. Yeah, I'm not sure about that endgame with queen b3. I'm going to have to try and get as close as possible to the monitor for this game. Pawn holder. I'm going to try and... Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's go with g5, just to be controversial. I don't want my structure totally wrecked, but it's going to be, isn't it? Whether I like it or not. Unless I sack a knight here. I could sack a knight here. So that's an evil move, I think, sacking a knight. And losing d5. Might as well just sack the knight. It weakens his king a little bit. King g7, bishop e7. Well, okay, he's sensing there might be something, some tricky point here, I guess. Is it a bluff? Is it all in my deep preparation? Oh yeah, I ran neural networks last night, 2 in the morning, on this position. they thought it was good. I had access to AlphaZero and Leela, yeah, working on this position just for this game. Okay, so bishop e7, king g7. f5, f6. What about f6? What about if I play bishop takes d6 here? My queen's got access on that diagonal. If it ever takes here, I get that. Also get that f file, and they can conspire with queen h4 for f2. Queen f6. Oh, okay. So e5 or rooks. Okay. It. Okay. No, probably not. Okay, but I'll go for it anyway. Knight f7, then queen f4, and then rook e2. Shh. top secret. It's a top secret threat. Knight f7 is a top secret threat. Don't tell anyone. Knight f7. Mind you, his queen's a little bit awkward here, isn't it, anyway? Oh. Fascinating. This isn't fascinating. This is looking lost after that. I think I've had it here. Bishop g5 is nasty. I've been exterminated. Wouldn't have thought there's anything after bishop g5. Yep, that's it. Queen f8. I'll give it on the board. Queen f8. Well played. It's an honour. I have got him once in the past, I think, but not today. Oh, Pesco. No, El Pesco. Okay. Knight c6. Knight c6. e5. So this is tango. Knight e7. Knight c7. Knight g6. Knight f6. Bishop c5. d6. a6. Bishop a7. You might wonder why I'm speaking out moves. I'm wondering that myself. Okay, so h6, maybe. Okay, I'm increasing the accessibility of this video, but it's only my moves. I'm not really saying the opponent's moves. Knight takes e4 for queen takes h4. I think I'm going to stop speaking my moves. It's pointless. Okay, so f5 or bishop f5 runs into knight d6. So I think f5 and castles and then e4 and e4 coming up. Here we go. e4 coming up after preparation. e4 is the threat. Bishop d7, rook e8. I think e4 anyway, and go with this. Bishop d7, or g5 traps the knight, doesn't that? Okay, I'll take this. Rook e8, e3 coming up. Mind you, that's dumb. Actually, I've just gone into a self pin. I have to unpin sort of with king g7 now. And I'm getting into trouble with that move a little bit. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Bishop d3, and then over here. And take here, and take here. Take here. Take here. And bishop d2. take. Oh, this is my rook. I'll have a wealth of pain, suffer, mourning, regret. If I take the bishop, I'll probably lose that. So it might be better just to take the rook here. Okay. And actually that wins material anyway. Okay, that's by far much stronger. Much stronger. So strong it's kind of, yeah. Resistance is futile, I think, yeah. I imagine. But you never know. Alright, thanks, Pascal. Prom night. 5-minute game. Do I be boring? Or E4. Okay. E4. So, I'll try Vienna game. Can I play Bishop E3? I think he wants to hack me to death if I castle. I have that sneaking suspicion. D4 here. Queen D2 and castles queenside. Or knight F4, try and grab the light square bishop. Maybe knight F4. Knight F4. So, knight CE2. Oh, I'm losing a pawn actually. It seems. Already. Oh, best of a bad bunch of moves now. Okay, my centre's collapsing, etc. I'll castle queenside, I think. Yeah, I just noticed if knight e2, knight e3 is not very pleasant. So I'm just trying to make the most out of this position. If I castle queenside, alright, there's bishop f5. I'm hoping I can get d5 or something shortly. If I can get d5, it might not be that bad. Oh, he's got bishop f5 as well now for bishops. For c2, it's going to get worse, isn't it? Alright, if knight c2, maybe rook d5. No, hang on. If knight c2, knight fd5 threatens knight b6 sometimes. So knight b6. Okay, there's a queen f5, knight e7 tactic here on rook d2, knight d4, rook d4, knight d4. No, it doesn't work. There's knight f5. I thought there was. There isn't. Is that queen? I wonder if queen f4 for a moment. Queen f4 though. There's something loose about these pieces for a moment. Surely. Knight takes, queen takes there. Queen takes, knight e7 check, knight takes f5. If queen takes here, then queen takes, knight e7 check, wins the bishop again. If I'm really threatening rook d2, he's got knight b4. No, I take that. Rook d2 might actually be threatened. If he plays I dread to think about other moves. Like, yeah, there's nasty forcing moves as well that he's got. It's not that clear at all. I think I probably should be happy that at least his pieces seem a little bit loose tactically. Okay. This would be useful anyway for doubling rooks. If knight d4, rook d4. Okay. There's an idea of knight e7 and rook d8 as well. If I just double the rooks here, because if I take there, actually, I think he's going to be playing rook d5 anyway. So I think I fancy more this. I'll go with that. With a trick. Queen takes, knight e7, rook takes d8, mate. It's a trick. It's a cute trick, I think. If I had played rook takes c2, I think the problem is d5 drops. So you can like take on d5 later, or not. Maybe not. I mean, probably. Yeah. No, I'm not sure. Look, this seems sensitive anyway. This seems as though it's got some logic to it. It seems as though I'm threatening. Okay, rook takes d3 here. Rook takes d3. Huh? What? Okay, I'm confused now. Can I? Okay. Well, why can't I? What, could I play rook takes d5? Mind you, I still like this trick of knight e7 if it's going all queen f5. If I played rook takes d5, why isn't that good? Oh, I'll go with that. I don't know. Actually, I'm threatening mate. There's no bishop takes d3. Queen takes c7 is mate. So I am indeed threatening queen takes c7 checkmate here. Maybe this is actually a good move. Hang on, bishop takes rook. The problem is queen e1. Okay, there's knight b6 here. Or as mentioned, there's queen f5 if I really want this tactic for knight e7. Just queen f5. Or there's knight b6. There's various. I mean, queen f5, I could just check that for the record, since I've mentioned it so many times. Queen takes knight e7, rook takes rook d8. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting experience. Okay, Arthur. Hi there, Arthur. Okay. Arthur Dent, Minder. I just love Minder. I don't know if any of you remember that TV series. Okay, so Deet in the UK. I don't know if it's published abroad. Minder. It's a bit dated now. It's not very PC, I guess, to show. I don't think they'd be repeating it. It's not PC standards today. That and the professionals. Oh, that was an era. Okay, so knight takes, d takes, or queen e7, queen e7. Okay, so what's this? Can I go into d3? What's this? That's just a cheapo. Why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. Let's do something based on pawn structure somehow. Something meaningful really. He's got c5 coming up. A5. Yes, because the knight's not poised for b5. This weakening of b5 seems more justifiable here for a4. This seems Budapest style position. Budapest Gambit style position. I'm a bit wary of this. I'm weakening my own king. h5, h4, crude, but it's just weakening. On the other hand, what do I do with these pieces? b6, bishop b7, maybe lock c5 down. Bishop b7, lock these pieces down. I mean, rather lock the c5 by strategic pawn break down. There's a cheapo with queen f6 for knight f3 and queen b2, but I don't know if that damages the position. Is it worth it? It's pathetic, really. It doesn't do anything. All right, this looks as though there's something structural afoot with f5, e4, knight e5. That looks kind of more meaningful here. Although I'm weakening my light squares. Okay, I'll protect the bishop. Right, why doesn't that just lose a pawn out of interest? Doesn't it? Doesn't it just lose a pawn? c5, e4. Is c5 a good move here or not? I would argue it might be a good move because it seals down the b file, or not a good move because I'll get double pawns and it's going to use the b file anyway. Knight c2 here. If bishop takes, knight takes a1. Looks altogether a simplifying tactic, which is handy, I think. Handy. In fact, let's get all the rooks off. Get everything off. Let's get everything off. Although my knight remains kind of trapped. Okay. It's if I can pull this off, it is a simplifying tactic without the knight being trapped. The knight's trapped. Is the knight trapped? Okay, okay. Let's get the king over the c5. I'll start the c4 torture. He's not going to lose g2 en route, is he? So it's an extra tempo there. My king comes to the rescue for this pesky knight, or not. So e4 looks plausible here. King c3. On this occasion, that knight Stays on the board for a moment. I've got 2 connected pass pawns now. In fact, b5. In fact, I could play to hold that, just to delay this extinguishing of my pawns. So b5, b4, b3. Yeah, thanks. Hello. Hi there. Demeter. Okay, so e4. And Vienna game is okay. There's a sharp line, or not so sharp. I'm going to play the not so sharp. Just play g3. I'm not convinced. I drew with Bogdan Lajic in this variation recently. As mentioned earlier, actually, it was a recent news item for me. It was in the Vienna game, in this line, the quiet line, not the f4 line. So h3, king h2, f4. It wasn't a bullet game. It was a 5-minute game as well. It's my claim to fame. I'm rewriting my chess CV. Yeah, it's going to be on the chess CV. Okay, so f4, f5 coming up. f4, f5. f5, g4. No, hold on. There's a lurking danger to my king here, in many variations. This dark square bishop causes a world of pain. Queen d2, there's a world of pain coming up. I wonder if okay, this pawn's a liability as well. Maybe I would want to play rook f2 and double the rooks, but if bishop a2 c4, is that bishop problem? Have I played knight d4 here? I have a sense the f5 square after the light square bishop has come off. Should be more significant. Oh, e3 is weak. Right. Okay. How is this? Are we losing a pawn? I think I'm losing a pawn because rook f, knight c3. I have to do something about knight e3. Am I still connected? Okay, rook f3, or rook f5, it's double pawns. Okay, should I mourn this? It's double pawns. Okay, doesn't matter, maybe not. So I mean, probably does. Oh well. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I'm losing another pawn over here. Oh, my pawns, they're all going. All my pawns are going. Is there any like cheapo or something method? I'm going to have to resort to cheapos at this rate of losing pawns. knight d4 or d4 for rook a3. Maybe d4 for rook a3. Oh, cool about it. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. Big trouble. Okay. So, yeah. There is a cheaper with rook d5 and 97. But I think I'm losing the ending with the two connected passed pawns anyway. It might not be the greatest. Alright, d6 might be on the cards for c5. This might offer me some hope, some vague hope, or not, if I can support that pawn. Mind you, I thought that. Oh, okay. Knights. c4 to b6. If I hold that for a moment, now knight b6 there looks as though I win the knight. I think my opponent's using too much time here at this rate, though. I think that's the bigger issue all of a sudden. It's only 30 seconds. My competitive instinct, because I was offered a draw, is not existing right now on this particular day. If my opponent wants a draw, I'm going to offer a draw. I'm not going to try and win on time. Okay. Please. Okay, hope you enjoyed today. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and see you next week. Take care. Yeah. Isolated pawn modes, washing hands, washing deliveries. I'm doing all sorts. Okay, great stuff. So see you next week. Thanks so much.